dual USB. Back there, flick that on, and we got lights. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm continuing work on the camper trailer. If you guys missed the last video, go check that out at link above. So the first thing I want to do is pop this rooftop tent out and fold it out and wire up these outlets, and I'll do something with that little LED strip in there. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, these things are a bit of a pain to set up. They do take a while, but they are very spacious inside. And obviously all the cameras can get wet if it rains, so that's why I've had to put this off for so long, because we always get rain and stuff when you don't expect it, but today is very windy. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is jump up inside. I'll show you guys what we're going to do with the outlets and that LED strip we've got at the top. Alright, so my plan is I'm going to have just a twin USB, so that'll charge phones and stuff up inside. And then I'll have a cigarette lighter plug just for whatever we want to plug in. And then I'm also going to add a switch at the back because I don't want to put anything at the top, so when you fold it over it doesn't turn the switch on, even though there won't be any power. So I'm going to put a switch at the back flash mount, and you'll flick that on and that'll turn the LED strip on. So that'll be nice just to be able to isolate it and still have your phones and stuff charging, or a fan or something running off. Now I do have that 6-volt fan up the top, but that's just going to be a lot of work to try and get running, because I need some type of reducer or something, so I'll just have to put batteries in it for now. And if I do find a 12-volt option, or if you guys know of any 12-volt fans or anything you can have up the top powered by the battery, let me know down in the comments. I'd really like to see that. Yeah, so I think the next thing we'll do is we'll run the cable out, and then we'll be able to pop it out the side and work out our lengths. Now I do only have 3mm cable, so I will double it up, so it's going to be around about 6mm cable, but that'll be fine. As I say, it's only going to charge phones and maybe run a little fan or something, and that's about it, so it's nothing too much. We do only have a 15-amp fuse down here anyway, so that should be plenty. So here's my cable. I've got that, so I've doubled it up. It should be fine. I'll split tube it all anyway. So what I'm doing now is putting these little plugs on, so the same as I did at the top end, but they're just a male plug instead. So I just crimp them over a little bit. So it does look a bit complicated, but what we do have is our 2 bits of wire coming in. So they go into the cigarette lighter first. I always do that because the cigarette lighter usually draws a lot more power than the USBs. So the power goes in there, it loops back to the USB points. So we've got the dual there, the 1 amp and the 2.1 amp there. So that's got a little blue light as well, which is handy, so you know when it's on. So anyway, so that goes in, loops back into there, and then out of there we've also tapped off our little switch here. So down will be off and that'll be on. So when we fold the tent over, it'll flick it down anyway, so that's in theory. Yeah, so and that turns on our lead. So this is our lead for our LED strip. Now I've left this end on because we can still plug the dimmer in if we ever want to. And that just allows for a bit more extra cable anyway. So later on, once I have this set up, I might play around and cable tie this lead up, but for now I'll just roll it up and chuck it in front of this. So I'll screw this up now and show you guys once it's mounted. It is a bit hard to film inside because it's blowing a gale today. Alrighty guys, so in the last video I had that cable. All I've done is just cable tied it up. Now this is the one from the top, so that unplugs and we'll be able to chuck it back inside. Goes up into that flap inside there. Alright, how good's this? So the cable's plugged in, we'll still be able to plug the dimmer up there. What I've done is I've run it down and around the mattress there to the back. Now it's not quite in the middle because I didn't have enough cable length. So what you do here, pull that back a bit. Got the cigarette, dual USB. Back there, flick that on. And we got lights. Alrighty guys, so I got that all packed up there. It's really windy today, so I had to pack it up because it kept trying to blow over. The next thing I want to do though, I want to put some clearance lights on the outside. Because of where the trailer's being kept, it's really tight to back it in, so I can't see over night time. It's sort of hard to see where the size of the trailer is because it's pretty small. So what I want to do is put some type of flat steel there and maybe mount a clearance light there. And I'm thinking about putting some type of bracket coming off and down, so we'll mount the other clearance light there. I know it's sort of going to look a bit funny with the back ones, but that's kind of all I can do. Otherwise I might just mount it on the edge, but we'll just see how we go. Now I won't be able to wire those up yet because I do want to paint this thing and wrap the liner, so we'll have to wait to do that, but at least we'll get it mounted. So I just picked up the steel. It is starting to rain pretty heavy on us here, so we'll try and keep working through. But the plan is, this is the little clearance light, so it's red and amber. So red goes to the back, and this little socket that it goes into. So I'm thinking about mounting them here, just one there on the edge there. And I'm actually thinking about at the back here, I don't know if you guys can see this, but just bringing out a little tab just a little bit further and just mounting it there on the edge there. So what that'll give me is another mounting hole, and I'll be able to run the wiring down with the tail light then. So we just need to weld up a little tab on here, so that shouldn't be too hard. And we'll just do the other side. Now we'll just mount these up, and obviously, as I said, we can't wire these up yet, being that I've got to paint this trailer and take them off anyway. they come up really good. So I buff them all back around the edges. We'll need a good coat of paint just until I do paint the trailer so they don't get so rusty. This one here turned out pretty good too. So the next thing to do, I'll whack that onto there and then drill a centre hole in through there so the wire will come down. I'll P-clip it once I do wire it up. Probably go into this tube or underneath or somehow. Figure that out when the time comes. Alrighty guys, so they're finally mounted and done. So I've painted them in black just to keep the rust out until I paint this whole trailer. And they are held on by one screw, but I will be replacing them with some rivets because they'll look a bit nicer. I haven't done the other side yet, but I have run out of time today, so I'll be finishing that off. So yeah guys, I want to paint this thing sandy taupe. So I reckon what we'll do is we'll paint down below black and we'll paint just the toolbox part sandy taupe. And then probably the rack part, I might paint that black, I reckon, with my roof rack on there. So I reckon that'll look really good. So let me know what you guys reckon. I think the drawbar will be black as well. So just to make this so it's not all just one colour. Yeah, this trailer is nearly done, guys. So it's coming along really well, and I'm wrapped with it. I can't wait to take this thing out again and you know, really use it. So that's going to be good. It's great to have those rooftop outlets done. I've been talking about that for months now. So they'll come in real handy up there. So I won't have to run a little wire out anymore. So that's really good. But yeah, if you liked the video guys, make sure you drop a comment down below and smash that like button. Jump over to Instagram for an inside scoop before YouTube. Smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. I'll see you in the next one.